So we're gonna paint this thing, and we've painted it before, and I know I get some questions, or I've even had some questions, what the heck do you paint a slide with?
You mean Sherwin-Williams doesn't have a slide specific paint?
They don't. It's amazing. And they never even had anybody ask them what do you paint a slide with, so they couldn't give me really so many answers. So we kind of went around, you know, some different products and stuff, and we did paint it previously about 5 years ago, and I think you were involved in painting it.
I was, indeed.
We used I think it was a multi-surface? No.
All-surface enamel.
All-surface, high gloss, all-surface enamel. And one of the issues is there's water that goes down the slide. But it doesn't get wet very often. It's very rare. And when the water slides on, the water's coming down it for a short period of time while kids playing or who's ever using it. So it's not submerged.
You mean you're not going down the slide?
I have backwards.
Oh.
Head first.
I guess there we go.
So, and the all-surface enamel performed pretty well.
Okay.
Did well for us. It held up for about 5 years, maybe, and didn't have any issues with water running down it or anything. But now we're going to use multi-surface acrylic this time to test a different product. And why is that? What's multi-surface acrylic all about, John?
Multi-surface acrylic, we've been told, is designed for like large buildings where it really doesn't make sense to power wash, or you're not able to clean them as well as you typically would clean a surface. And so it's made to bond to those difficult surfaces like that. In fact, we've even heard a rumor from one of the reps that they've sprayed WD-40 on a block wall, sprayed paint over the top of it, and it actually bonded to that spot where the WD-40 was. So apparently it's magic.
If it can perform magic like that, it can perform some magic and bond to this slide.
A killer slide.
So we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna paint it a different color, and it's got a bunch of iron stains on here, hardware water stains on it. Kind of looks like a big skid mark going down, you know, the slide.
I'm not judging.
But we're gonna just spray it on. So we're gonna sand it with some sanding sponges, or we're not, but he is.
Somebody is.
That guy right there is going to do it. We're going to mask it off. We're going to spray it. What are we going to spray it with, John?
We'll use a 310 tip. We will either just load up into a 440, or we may grab a Graco handheld Ultramax and spray it with that, because we don't need very much for a slide, probably less than a quart.
Yeah, it's going to take less than a quart, so just that handheld, very simple.
Yeah.
Spray it, and we may just have him spray it.
That's a good idea.
Who knows?
I'm all for that.
So, there we go. I don't think we're going to drop some drop cloths down here. We don't want any overspray down on the ground. So I don't think there's nothing really special that has to be done.
No, we're going to scuff off like you said, with some sandpaper, sanding blocks. We're going to scuff up some of the surface, get some of the rough parts off. But multi-surface acrylic builds pretty high, and this is going to be a gloss sheen, so it should work great as a slide.
And after we sand it, we're just going to wipe it down with either a denatured alcohol or acetone just to clean it, get any contaminants off of it, and there you go. So stay tuned, watch us make this thing look brand new again.
Let's paint a slide.
So there you have it, John. Our slide is all done. Did some kind of creative things with it, with dumping some blue paint on it to make it look like water was coming out of the little jets, but it's done. So we got a couple little pointers, you know, doing it. We sprayed the slide. I think you can spray it, you could brush it, you could roll it. Those are some of the different options. You know, we sprayed it kind of in the middle of the day. What do you think about doing it in the morning or the afternoon? Or
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely consider temperature when you're working on something like this. It gets hot and it's gonna flash dry, and multi-surface acrylic, which is what we were using, it dries really fast as it is, and then when you add into that it was like a mid 90s degree day, kind of towards the end of the day, it had collected a lot of heat. It's probably best to do it either first thing in the morning or during a time of year where the temperature is a little bit cooler and you have some more working time.
Yep, there's a lot of different options too that you can use to paint a slide with. We even saw some options on our social media, people using gel coats and some other things for them. So
yeah, there was an Instagram post, you can check it out. Idaho Painter is the username, and just look for the big pink slide. But there were some great ideas about different products that different people would suggest using, and I think that there were some pretty good ideas out there.
Yep. So there you have it. The slide's all done. You want to stay off of it for a few days, you know, let that thing dry and cure before you run water down it. But that's it, man. It's time to use this thing.
Let's go swimming.